We were returning to Mickle 5 for more salvage exploration, and this time I was really not expecting to be making use of the Caterpillar. Marcusio was joining us for the day and said he was bringing along a transport ship, but with the events that would transpire and 4 vultures in our party, we'd end up using the Caterpillar after all, and today would really demonstrate just what the Cat is designed to do. I'd be making a stop at Modern Icarus Station, where I tentatively claim the Caterpillar just in case, and through reading your comments I have become aware that we have been using a lot of Drake ships in this series. As my favourite manufacturer though, this was a pleasing realisation. You guys noticed, I think some of the commenters have, that I guess with the exception of the Reclaimer, we've only been using Drake ships in this series. I still stand by the statement as well, that Drake make the best looking ships. Fingers was first to join me, and we'd need to get out there prospecting.
Are we going to scatter or cluster together?
Well, we don't have anything right now, so we've got to find something, yeah. Prospecting time. Initial progress was slow, and patterns were emerging in my approach. Well, I ain't got nothing yet, but it's early. I'm heading for some big rocks, because that has become a habit. But then Fingers would discover our first wreckage of the day.
Targets. 1, 2, 5, 6.
Nice, okay, I'm jumping to you. At first, this looked like a great find. There's 9 pieces here.
Yeah.
But all of these panels were the smaller type, and we'd received more advice about possibly avoiding the problem with the Vulture taking a long time to make new salvage boxes.
Someone said that setting your hopper to not auto-eject.
I got comments about it today, so I might give that a go myself. Although it means going down for every box, unless you've got a box puller. The main problem today though was going to be party markers vanishing. So people joining the party after it's been created seem to be the ones who can't see the markers.
Right. Like I have none, yeah.
Keep saying they need a keybind or a button in your Mobi-Glass, whatever, that is just regenerate party markers, because they disappear so much.
Oh, that would be nice.
Marcusio was planning to join me aboard to be my box puller, and as he arrived, Chief was also now nearby.
Just got the Vic L5 reset my spawn. You guys need anything while I'm here?
No, I don't think so. Well, I don't need anything now. And Mark would EVA over to me so the real progress could begin. Mark is completely new to this, and the transport ship he brought along was a Freelancer miss. I was not too familiar with this ship, I must admit. For now though, that was a very distant thought. There was salvage to collect. As we pushed on, Artax would mention something that had also been on my mind. Another box. Hey, just keep on trucking.
Does anybody mention anything about the Vulture's lights, how terrible they are? I don't know if anybody else noticed.
So honestly, I think they're the worst. Like, they literally don't illuminate anything but the Vulture. So, like, they are terrible. And I will mention it in a video at some point. In a cloud of small panels, you have to move around often. We were quickly expending all of the material available.
170 to port, and you'll be right on plane with Katie. Okay.
Pretty soon it was time to move on. Mark, if you jump back into the Freelancer, so you can move it with us, and
yes,
we'll start scouting for the next patch. We'd already collected a decent amount, and naturally I was heading for a big rock cluster once again. Right until Artax called me back.
Oh, I think I got one. It's 10k away though. Check it out. It's 8,000 for the signature, so it's
Whoa!
still 6k away from.
Artax to the rescue.
West, direct west from me. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Signature should be some big panels.
Yeah, look at that. Sweet. There's a lot of big ones here actually, that's good. Chief had made his way back to us, and now all 4 vultures could collect from these large panels.
The boxes aren't wanting to stick in this spot. Weird.
Yeah, that happens.
But the important thing is you hit eject on that station.
Okay.
Then
Okay. Should be clear.
Chief's vulture was outfitted with the ghoulish green paint, making it very unique within our group here.
Alright, I'm in. That filled up fast.
Yes, it did. These big panels are really good for the amount of material they've got. And as we filled up, Mark was curious how we would be getting out of the ship.
There's another exit.
There is, yeah, up by the pilot. That's the wrong beam. Sometimes at the moment, the beams will switch back to cinch, even though this is not indicated by the HUD. They look and sound very different, so it's something to be aware of. How's it looking down there now, Mark?
15, about to spit out number 16.
Okay, good. We'll get to the limit of what you can move and then fill it one more time. Eject it when we're moving them.
Okay.
But pretty soon we were out of material and the cargo bay was jam-packed with RMC. I'm going to move back to the transport ship.
Okay.
Now, this is not the cargo variant of the Freelancer, but I didn't think much of this at the time. Backing up to the Freelancer, Mark and I would head into EVA to gain access. But you... We were not the only vulture heading in to unload though, and the narrow cargo bay would immediately present some hazards. Oh, sorry, Mark. How much does the Freelancer hold?
This one should hold 44 only.
To me, this bay looked very small. Will it be okay? I don't know. It might have been better pulling the caterpillar after all. This time we genuinely do have a hell of a lot of cargo to move.
I think I'm stuck on the floor.
Uh-oh. Wait, what? Come and see if I can help you. While trying to help Mark, Chief would spot something on the radar.
I got 2 red contacts.
Wait, whoa. Back to the ship, back to the ship.
This one's a better fighter if you want it.
The cargo was the most important thing to save, but then Chief would make a realization.
Disregard, I think that's you guys.
Oh, what?
Yeah, yep. You guys don't want to be turned red.
Katie assaulted me with a cargo crate.
Let me know when you're in-capped and we can, track
I
you
can
in.
still track her right now if you want to throw something
cool.
in.
Mark was bleeding out, and once unconscious, we could track the beam him into space for revival. Start moving them boxes. Now was the time to move cargo. We're gonna have to make sure that they are stacked in order as well, because we are going to be filling the ship essentially. So
Yeah.
caterpillar would be easier to load. Next, I'd noticed that the boxes in here can only be stacked too high, and this space just didn't look big enough to hold what Mark said it could hold. Wait. Mark, how many is this thing meant to hold, sorry?
44 SCUs?
What, stacked 3 high, right?
No, it's like.
There's
2
no
by
way, there's no
12.
way this still holds 44. Like, there's just no way.
There's
like,
another compartment forward, but you can't get through the door.
Wait,
This
what?
is a
What?
Freelancer, it's not even a max. Okay.
Right.
Okay, look, this is... Stay here, I'm gonna go get the caterpillar. This is just awful. The task of unloading our ships into this Freelancer would be impossible, with one of the bays unable to even be accessed. Fingers would take me back to modern Icarus. Someone else is gonna have to be mindful that Mark's gonna need... What I would do is track to beam him into EVA and then revive him when he's in-capped. That way, he should be free of being stuck on the floor. Now, something to know on this day, I logged in to find that my character had partially reset. This is a known issue and something that may have already been fixed by now even, but all of my ships had been reset to their default state and returned to Orison. I still had my credits and gear, but I lost several ship paints that were all applied at the time. Fair warning, because all my ships got reset and my paints vanished. The Caterpillar has a similar but subtly different paint.
Cargo shifted.
I lost Artak's marker for some reason. Okay, I'm gonna thread in here. Like, we could have the other two vultures literally go the other side. The genius of this layout is that you can think of each module as its own cargo bay. Each vulture can unload without obstruction or fighting over space. Guess now we can move some cargo. See, this is what the Caterpillar is meant for.
Yeah, this is good.
Like, look how convenient this is, like where everyone's just got their own bay to load into, right?
Yeah.
And once again, I'd accidentally fall into EVA. Oh. That box got away.
You see where it went?
Yeah, I got it.
Did it make it?
On the far side of the ship, Fingers and Chief had already finished unloading.
I'm all loaded.
Good, 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 good.
And she's uploaded.
Outstanding, okay. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Box is getting away. Boxes can impact the ship and escape though, if not carefully handled. Artax and Chief, you guys have been real tidy, I like it. Feels like the first time we've got like a respectable amount of cargo in the Caterpillar here. And the question is, do we go sell now, or do you want to hit another patch? Part of me would love to see like us fill this thing up a little bit more though. We were already here and had the vultures at hand. Seemed like the best idea was to collect more cargo. Ooh. Guess I should have moved away before looking around to scan, because I just friendly fired my vulture and it's now spinning. Mark needed a quick trip to the station to treat a head injury. Mark, you got a tier 3 head injury from being hit by a box.
Yes.
That's amazing.
In heavy armor. There's an Aurora MR out here.
And this time I'd find the next group of panels. I got one. It's only a 2000, but I've got one.
It's one or a cluster.
Now I do wonder what the multiples of 2000 mean, because this find was only 2000, and as we'll see, it is quite a good find. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's like 5 or 6, maybe 7 panels. Ooh, maybe more actually. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 panels, but this time there are big panels mixed in with them. It's not just small panels.
Do you have a preference in what I bring?
Then we all have a truly impressive haul. My vulture was lost, spinning off into space, so I'd be jumping on board Artak's vulture again to pull boxes for him. Meet you at the front of the capital, I guess.
Wow, there's debris everywhere.
I kind of went into the thing. Okay, good to go, Artax, good to go. With the group now reformed to this fresh patch of panels, progress on extracting was smooth and quick. This is fast. Motivation among the group was also very high, and maybe this could turn into our first big payday out here at the edge of the system.
They really seriously need to switch The Vulture, give it a set of bunk beds.
Oop, somebody just shot the caterpillar.
I did.
Our tax was almost full and needed to bedlog to fix the Vulture again, so I was returning to the caterpillar to help load the cargo. The front is open, I guess if you were to use the front. Good work, fingers, good work.
Off.
There's line of sight.
He's up front.
I'm on the caterpillar now pulling these boxes. You're good,
I didn't see
you're
where
good,
it
fingers.
was.
Thank you. Soon more of the vultures were ready to unload.
Can you go back one chamber and open the
Sure.
second one?
Yeah, sure.
The second one was nearly empty.
Hello, look at that.
Left or right?
No, we're perfect. Looking really good.
When Artax made it back, I jump aboard to help with the final few boxes. Closing the back up so I don't knock these outside as I'm moving them. Okay, I'm gonna jump it over there because it's just easier to pull from that side.
Figure said there's some stuff left.
Oh, I suppose we could wait. We could wait for fingers to finish that panel up before we go. Is that a box next to the caterpillar right now?
Oh, I see it. Hold on, I got a tractor beam.
Okay, cool. It's still very easy to dislodge cargo as you work, and so correcting this is often necessary.
Yep.
And we opened up all sides when recovering the stray box, and really got to see the culmination of our work. Far from full, but more salvage on board than I'd seen yet. ArcCorp is actually the closest TDD to MiG-5, so for now going back there just made the most sense. I'm sure when we move on to another cloud or something else, we'll finally start selling to a different city, but for now Area 18 it was.
Five for you.
Now leaving the station. Stand clear of the doors.
At the trade terminal though, something we'd not encountered yet, a puzzling obstruction. We have 61, 17 and 2. They're red though, some of them are red, I'm not sure why. 17 our priority boxes were highlighted red and could not be sold. So we got 469.7 for the 61, and then 15,000 for 2. Solos. But there's 17, maybe there's not stolen, I don't know. The only thing we could theorize was that sometimes if someone else moves the box from your ship, it maybe counts as stolen, or that Artax had already logged out, so his share was showing as stolen. Either way, we had to work out the shares.
Go ahead and give mine a stick there, Katie.
A share of this profit is 80,600. Not everybody wanted their share though. You've got an option with your share there. You can either give it to someone or you can put it in the org bank. Artax is giving his to Stick, so that means we'll give Stick his share plus Artax's share.
Put it in the bank.
Yeah, mine's to the bank.
Chief.
Just give me a half a share, that way I can buy some skunk armor.
Marcusio runs an account we use as the org bank.
Like Skunkworks Skunks right now only has 18,000. I haven't posted it.
Whoa, okay. Skunkworks is about to get 200,000 credits, so...
Yeah. he bought the Burton a quantum drive. So
I bought a quantum drive for the Vulture, the Fox, all the
Wicked
bugs you have
party.
to look out for.
If we don't figure it out here, someone in the comments will, like, say something, I know.
Yeah.
the logistics of
party, Katie.
logistics.
We still had 17 boxes on board, and figured that if this was how stolen cargo manifests, we could still go to a no questions asked terminal. The nearest was at Reclamation and Disposal on Hurston, and this would be our next destination. On the route back, we'd reflect on how the Caterpillar shines in this new age of physical cargo. It's only been possible since Cargo Refract, right? But I really feel like that was the first time really seeing why the Caterpillar is designed the way it is.
Yes.
Right? You know, like suddenly like, oh, now it makes total sense.
That should be like almost like, I don't know if that would be in your description or something of why the Caterpillar is great.
Yeah.
For years, people are. It would always. It's like it's always about the maximum number of SE for a cargo ship, and
Yeah.
constantly trying to remind people. It's like sheer volume is not the only thing to look for in a ship, depending on what you're doing. In this case, ease of loading and unloading is like hugely underrated by people.
Okay.
Looks pretty clear. Yep, working so.
I'm still on.
Okay, that's 100k. You all want the same deal as last time?
Yeah, I don't want
What a beautiful sky that is, holy shit. So, split into shares, we'd again made about as much as a solo Vulture run, but we had a lot of fun along the way and learned a lot in the process. Our approach so far has always been to go seeking panels in the Lagrange points, but we've really been doing things small time compared to what some of the rest of the org have been doing with salvage runs. I am hoping that in the next video we can get a first-hand look at some of these amazing runs, mixing combat with salvage on some truly formidable targets. Hopefully we'll still be in one piece on the other side of it. I want to announce the winner for the Stellar Fortuna giveaway, the prize this time being an Origin 400i, complete with Fortuna green paint and lifetime insurance. The winning comment was number 33, a nice low one this time, and the prize goes to Dredgen Shadow, who is actually in the org with Task Force Echo. The RNG favours you today, Dredgen, congratulations. As always, I want to thank all of you at home for watching and all of our amazing patrons who you can see on screen right now. Without these very generous people, none of the videos here on the channel would be possible, and I am enormously grateful to each and every one of you for the help. And in this video, I would especially like to thank Citizen Erokan, who recently became a backer of the channel over on Patreon. Thank you so much, Erokan. Patrons like you are why we can do all of this, and I am hugely grateful to you. Thank you. We will be back with more from Star Citizen very soon.